Alright troops, welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Don Father and I'm about to do a reaction now for a brand new patron of ours, Tony Locken, who's originally from Maine but is planning on retiring shortly in Texas. So I hope that goes really well for you, Tony. And Tony has requested the US Air Force's Pararescue, CSAR, Pararescue jumpers, PJs, these things we do that others may live. Look, it's something I've not actually covered yet on the channel and I'm really looking forward to it. The link to the original video will be in the description section below, and if anybody else out there would like a personalised video request and shout out like Tony has, check out our Patreon account in the description section also, or simply join the channel as a member where you can get your requests through that way. I'm looking forward to it. Anything to do with the military I usually really enjoy covering. A wide variety of different things actually. Sometimes it's emotional, sometimes it's interesting, you're learning new stuff. It's about equipment, technology, different weapons or machinery, whatever. It's all good and it's all enjoyable to react to. So anyway, thanks very much Tony. No more talking, let's go! Correct.
It's called Superman School, and it has one of the highest dropout rates of any special ops force in the U.S. military.
9 out of 10 men who try never become Air Force pararescuemen.
They want to test like your mental barrier of when you're going to quit, if you're going to break. Because like the end state is when your buddy's dying and stuff's hitting the fan, are you going to be that guy that can stay there and handle it?
You know, what did you look for as a team sergeant for those young guys?
And I looked for the dudes that were hungry, right? That they would get the team and they couldn't get enough. They were just, give me more, give me more. And if I didn't task them appropriately or I didn't give them enough work, like they would finish it and then like, hey, what do we need? And they're either helping other dudes or they're, you know, grabbing a radio, learning how to program it. Just, they're hungry and I can't give them enough at some point.
National Guard Pararescuemen, or PJs, are certified paramedics with special tactics training. Their mission, responding anywhere around the world at a moment's notice to save lives, even in the most hostile environments.
So essentially we get called out anywhere at any time to rescue someone. It could be in the mountains of Afghanistan, it might be out in the middle of the ocean, or it could just be here in the local community, a lost hiker. Oftentimes that's when we get the call. So we train to jump in, to do a dive mission in.
Right, so straight away, they've already covered, it could be so many different things they're going out to. It could be into a conflict zone, into mountains, so they need to know how to drop a line down, go down a line, get people up, attach them onto the harness and get them into the chopper to safety, maybe under enemy gunfire, in the ocean, so that's where the diving comes in. Maybe somebody's submersed in water and going down and you're trying to save them under the water, so you're doing all these different types of things. They're extremely highly trained, for all these different eventualities, plus the physical fitness of it. Carrying somebody who is injured or possibly unresponsive as well to get them to safety is such a difficult thing to do. Very heavy work indeed. So you need to be physically fit. There's lots of this stuff that I've covered on land when rescuing people, getting them out, casevacing injured people out of the battlefield, but so many other elements to their elite training that I've never done but would have loved to have done.
Oftentimes we fly in helicopters to get to the objective. And so, you know, yesterday we were doing some parachuting. It's usually 1 or 2 guys that are on our team, and we have to jump out to an austere environment, you know, really detached from the main base. And so we get to practice parachuting and mountain climbing, diving. It is intense. It requires you to be really focused. It requires a lot of recurrency training. You know, guys really have to kind of be on top of their game day in and day out. You know, one of the big things that we really look for is a guy that has a never quit attitude. You know, our mission, our motto is, you know, these things we do that others may live. And so early on in training, we want to emphasize to the candidate that it's something that goes beyond yourself. You have to be willing to sacrifice everything. We look for people that are good teammates. It's important, you know, when you're in a 2- or 3-man team, it's important that you can rely on your teammates. And so those are some of the attributes and characteristics that we look for. You know, my favorite part is, you know, just working alongside my brothers, being a part of a mission that's, you know, that's special, that others may live. It's getting to live by the motto. Everything that we do, all the training that we do, it really just culminates in getting to rescue that one individual who needs our help.
Knowing the fact that I can directly save a soldier's life and bring them back home to their family, their wives, their children, that's enough for me to say, I'm going to do this.
Are you in any pain? Okay. It's okay, it's okay.
Camera right there.
Smile. Can you smile for the family?
So your folks,
There you go.
They're gonna be
You're
so
doing
glad
great,
to see
Jessica. You're doing wonderful, okay?
Welcome back.
Wow. Babies.
Well, I've been pararescue for over 15 years now, and the satisfaction of saving someone's life is far beyond any award or any money that they give you. Saving somebody's life, looking at somebody, and then saying thanks for being alive is more than you could ask for job satisfaction.
Yeah.
Personally, you just get the satisfaction of knowing that whatever situation arises, I mean, you're there to help. I mean, whether it be a car accident, mom having a baby, you're there to help. You can do it.
I'm up here because I failed. I continue to fail. I love failure. The indomitable will, if you have a belief, you can do something. The only way you grow that, like in the gym, you grow your muscles by actually exercising them. You know, to grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. Every successful person, every hero you guys had was called an idiot, crazy, a loser. You must break society's status quo. Status quo is normality. It's alive but not living. It's death on a stick, guys. The belief of the individual can overcome thousands of followers. One person with a belief overrides thousands of people with just intent, jaw-jacking, just trying to, fake it till they make it. The difference is not the genetic code, the potential. It's a guy that's willing to get knocked down, finally tested on fortune, stand back up. The perseverance to see it through, the never say die attitude.
If you're in a fight, you have to attack. You have to keep attacking. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul of whatever the fuck is in front of you.
Relentless.
If you keep on attacking something, nothing wants to stand in front of anything that is relentless. Nothing.
I love being a PJ. It's one of the best jobs that you can possibly do. If you're looking for a purpose in your life and you're looking for a reason to wake up in the morning, look no further.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the end of the video, and apologies for possibly not pausing the video enough and talking. The reason being, there was just so much to take in on that, and I didn't want to miss a thing, if you like. I just wanted it to float and play. It was just video clip after video clip, just showing you so many different things that the pararescue jumpers actually do. They're an incredibly skilled, versatile unit. Let me tell you, I would have loved to have done that. Loved to have. I think joining the infantry was brilliant. The experiences I had in the army were brilliant. Possibly also monotonous as well. With that, monotony wouldn't have been a problem. There's so many different things, so many different challenges you would have had to have came up against. The variety in training that you simply have to have, and as they say, you're going to fail. There's such a huge amount of different scenarios that you could be called into, so that means the level of training has to be incredibly high, the volume of training has to be incredibly high, the variety in itself, so many different types of rescues that you're going to have to do. You have to do so much of it so frequently. You're going to have probably a lot of failures to get yourself to a competent level. But even being competent, even being well trained, you still need to be able to improvise, adapt and overcome. These are fundamentals in the military. Not all things in life are going to be the textbook way, it's planned out, mapped out. The textbook version, you have to, in the military, be able to improvise, adapt and overcome. And these people are elite at that. You do not know what you're going out to. Yes, you've got a rough idea, okay, we're doing a rescue at sea, something's happened, I don't know, a ship's hit a rock, it's sinking, there's people overboard, we're going to have to rescue people at sea, or we're in a gunfight in the mountains of Afghanistan, we've got injured troops, we're going to have to get in there and get them to rescue under enemy gunfire. They're possibly going to be firing heat-seeking missiles at the chopper, they're possibly going to be firing RPGs, we're going to come under small arms fire, so you still need to be able to return fire, which is seen from the aircrafts at high speed. You're also going to be able to have to administer, look, first aid. You're the first person getting to these casualties possibly. So you're going to have to apply immediate battlefield first aid to them, all under enemy gunfire, and getting them up and into the chopper and away to safety, and then deal with it thereafter. Maybe while there's gunners on the chopper giving suppressive fire down and keeping their heads down. I love the speech in that. Look, that speech is absolutely phenomenal, and I 100% agree with it. And the bit about the fighting as well. Do you know, if you're in a fight, yeah, that person might be bigger and stronger than you, might be putting you down. You can't put them down. You physically can't put them down. There's maybe too many of them, or an individual that's just too big for you, one-on-one, say, for example. But if you just keep getting up and getting up and getting up and keep coming, you will break the will of that person. He'll be thinking to himself, or they collectively will be thinking to themselves, what do we have to do to beat these people or this person? They just don't give in, and you're just chipping away and breaking the will of them. And I think that's brilliant, that relentless attitude. You just keep attacking and attacking and attacking. That no surrender attitude to break the opposition or the enemy is incredible. But the motivational message behind that was fantastic. But I think watching that, like, these are the elite of the elite. Normal soldiers just don't get into that. They are handpicking the best of the best to go into that sort of role, into that capacity. I've got absolute respect for the people that can do that job. All I would be saying is, I would love to be able to have done that. Could I possibly? Why not? Yeah, I mean, you believe in yourself, you work hard enough. The only thing I think possibly hold me back wouldn't be the physical fitness, wouldn't be the teamwork. It would possibly be the taking in of the information and constantly having to learn. I suppose Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't learn this overnight. This is years of training to be this. And are you ever the finished article? I don't know. You should always be striving in these roles to improve and better yourself. Nobody's ever the finished product. And as I say, even when you go out, the textbook thing that you might think you're going out to, you have to be able to adapt to the situation that is happening at that time, and that is key, that is paramount, that is key, to be able to improvise, adapt and overcome anything that's in front of you in order to get somebody to safety. Look, they're domestic, they're doing things domestically as well, maybe floods, bad weather systems have came, hurricanes, tornadoes, you're getting children to safety, people, I don't know, buildings maybe collapse, you're going to help there, I don't know, but they are trained for that sort of situation domestically and internationally, and conflict areas are something more normal, like a weather situation at home, or maybe something at sea, but incredibly trained operatives. I love that video. Thanks very much, Tony. I could go on for ages about that. All of my bit for me personally was, I would have loved to have been challenged like that, to the wide variety of that. Look, you don't know if you're capable of it until you try. There's no harm trying, but you give it your best and you keep trying, but some people are just born to be able to do it, others aren't, and that's just it. That's why they're the best of the best, and I've got nothing but respect for them. Wow, what a job, what a job. For anybody that's serving in that, maybe come across my reaction video, I respect you 100%, keep up the good work. If you've served and you're now retired, wow, brilliant, what a job you've done. We thank you for your service, And do you know what? Please follow the channel. There's going to be more military stuff. Wide variety of different military stuff. We've covered the aircrafts. Of course, that was the Navy's version that I've covered so far. I'm going to go and do the Air Force. That's obviously the Air Force. I'm going to do the Thunderbirds possibly somewhere down the line. All different types of military stuff as well. You're going to get that on this channel, so keep up the requests. Any patrons that are coming in as well would like a personalised video request and shout it like Tony did, check out the description section below for the link, and for the original video will be there too. Or simply join the channel as a member, and you can get your requests through that way. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share, and put the bell on so you don't miss any of our future uploads. That would be fantastic. And finally, thanks very much for watching the video. It really does mean it a lot, and I hope you'll continue to enjoy the channel if you're already subscribed. But if you're new, please subscribe, like I've said, so you don't miss any of the uploads that are coming. Thanks again, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.